time. Pondwater and Amy, partners in crime. Lots of wrestling, silly bits too. Having a blast bringing our show to you. They rant, they rave, they won't behave. Wrestling fans, come out your cave. It's time to BS and misbehave. Talking Rasslin, time to go. Ring the bell and start the show. Talking Rasslin, time to go. Ring the bell and start the show.
Hello and welcome in for another edition of Talking Rasslin. I'm Titty Tiaki. No, I'm just kidding. I'm Pondwater Dave.
I was wondering who I was when you said that.
This is the first lady of the Honor Savannah Club, Miss Amy Vaughn.
Hello, hello.
Did you hear that last night? That what Punk said to Roman?
No. Is that what it was about?
He addressed Roman continuously calling him Phil. He does not like to be called by his government name.
Oh.
And he said, my friends and my family are allowed to call me Phil.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go on your Wikipedia page and obsess over you and call you Titty Tiaki or whatever your name is. I'm darn sure not going to call I'm darn not sure not going to call you Joe and insult a real Samoan that I actually love.
Oh, Samoa Joe. Interesting.
But he said Titty Tiaki or something like that. It popped me.
I saw Jimmy and Jay saying something, or I guess in the beginning, I saw that with them. I went to bed early. I was so tired.
I fell asleep. I caught the clips this morning. Just as they both got in the ring, I went out.
Oh man.
I had a big weekend. I was tired.
I bet. What'd you do? First, we got to say, good day, Ben.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Matthew Elvis Presley got his NWA TV title from Big Time Belts.
Yay!
Whoop, whoop.
I like it. Wait,
Congratulations, sir.
You'll have to send us pictures. We want to see it. I do.
Ben Jones, Allison Faye. Hey, Austin Kendrick. What's up, my little brother? Who else is here? Darren Staley. There he is. Oh, I'm not putting that on the screen. That's disgusting. Hope you get to feeling better, Darren. Justin Yent.
What?
The director of Fun himself.
I know.
Willie Thorpe. Thornbrew.
He's ready for this. I love
it. We're gonna have fun today. I had a big weekend.
Tell us about it. Tell me about
it. We got up Saturday and we drove to Minden, Louisiana. Hey, Heather. We went to Minden, Louisiana for Bayou Independent Wrestling.
That's the first time they've been there.
First time they've been there. Over 400 people.
Oh, yay!
I mean, might as well call it a sellout. There was standing room only. They were enthusiastic crowd. They were into it. It was a really, really good event.
I saw Miss Ginger got lost.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all found her.
But yet she was found. It was a great show. Because I did matches 1, 3, and 5 the previous week. Robert Wells got to do 1, 3, and 5 this week.
Mm-hmm.
I did 2 and 4. I split during the main so we could try to get home because we had to get up 6 o'clock the next morning and head down to New Orleans. We went to saw the Savannah Bananas.
How was it?
It was excellent.
Oh, I bet.
Pro wrestling could learn something from the presentation that the Savannah Bananas put out.
Really?
First off, congratulations to the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals. They sold out the Superdome 70,000 strong 2 nights in a row. It's the first time the Superdome's ever been sold out in 2 consecutive nights for a sporting event.
Really?
And
I love it.
They play upbeat music. They're always engaged with the fans. I mean, when you got 70,000 people in close quarters and no issues, no problems.
I love it.
Banana Ball's fun one of my favorite rule is that on ball 4, there's no walks
Oh.
because walks suck.
Yeah, I can see
And
that.
so what they do is on ball 4, the runner runs and he can go as far as he wants to.
Really?
Because every player on the field has to touch the ball. So they immediately the catcher's up, throws the ball, and they're playing hot potato with the ball, trying to get it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So if the runner's real fast, he can make it to second. And if they bobble, he can keep going.
Yeah.
And they don't play like a regular score. Like let's say if Savannah scored 2 runs in the first and the Party Animals came up and scored 3, the inning's over. They get 1 point. They've won the inning.
Okay.
The 9th inning, all runs count. So let's say you're down 5-2 and you come in the 9th and you score 4 runs. Now you're up.
Okay.
2-hour time limit on the game. They're always they got a dancing umpire. They got the tallest hitter in the world on stilts. Drew Brees came in and had a net bat. The roof came off the place for Drew Brees. I mean,
I bet.
there was lots of Saints fans there. And hey, I'll tell you what, I enjoyed seeing Drew Brees.
Sure, that's always fun.
I respect Drew Brees. But
and I think that the tickets are reasonable. They're not,
oh, yeah,
it's right.
Because you're in a lottery to get the tickets.
Right.
We were like I think we were like 5 or 6 rows back. We paid $60 a ticket.
Exactly.
It was either 60 or 40, and we got the $60 tickets. But what was even better is that they came and told us we had access to the Crown Club.
Ooh.
So all we had to do was walk down, and underneath the stands, we had our own bars, we had our own restaurants, we had our own bathrooms.
Nice.
Yeah, real nice.
So you just signed up to get in the lottery, right?
We
Isn't
just
that
got
how
in the
that
lottery
works?
for tickets.
That's so cool. I want to go one time. I think that'll be fun.
And they have 5 or 6 teams now. So I mean they're traveling. I mean it's a league. The Party Animals are the defending champions.
Yeah, it's Party Animals, and then it's the Savannah Bananas. I'm trying to remember. I've seen some other. I love just the dancing. I mean,
it was fun.
Athletes. I mean, not only are they baseball players, but they're also entertainers. Like that again.
Oh, we played TV themed trivia, and he was walking around, and since I had a hot dog, I knew it was ER.
Yeah,
I got a high five. Also, if there's a foul ball, if there's a foul ball, and a fan catches the ball, the batter's out.
Oh,
it was great. I enjoyed it.
I do too. I have not heard.
Yeah, Allison said the fireman.
Oh, is that a team?
Because Megan Nelson's friends with one of the players on the firemen.
Of course she is. No, she knows everybody. That's pretty cool.
But it was a great night, and so it was a big day. We were tired, but we had a good time down in New Orleans. The Championship Plaza was awesome. I think it's the first time I went to New Orleans and it didn't smell like piss.
Ooh.
So that's progress.
That is
progress. Hey, no offense, New Orleans. No offense. I'm not dogging on you. I mean, it just traditionally smells like piss. But I hang out on Bourbon Street when I go to New Orleans.
I was going to say, I think it depends on where
where you're going, right? It's part of their charm. Anyway, enough of that. We got a fun topic tonight. We recently were on the Till 5 podcast, and what they'll do is they'll have a tournament, they'll have a brackets, and their fan base voted for the greatest managers of all time. And they're young, so they screwed it up. I mean, there was some people that should not have been on the list, and there was a lot of people that should have been on the list. And that is what it is, and we had a good time. And the premise of the podcast is like me and Amy, we drafted who we wanted, and then we argued in that bracket. But, I mean, I had Classy Freddie Blassie versus Bobby Heenan, so I pled my case, but I'm just sitting there tapping because, I mean, I already know that Bobby Heenan's, but with no disrespect to Classy Freddie Blassie.
Right.
But what I'm saying, we had a good time and we went through, and I believe Bobby the Brain Heenan was the winner.
Yes, he
I
was.
mean, and I mean, we know that it should have been Paul Heyman. But I mean,
no, it was. Oh yeah, no, you're right. It was Bobby Heenan. I'm sorry.
Because it was the only classic manager that they seemed to know about. Anyway, but probably except for Professor Bear. Professor Bear's one of us. He knows. He's
an elderly like us. He knows.
I mean, he knows. He knows the good stuff.
Yeah,
but we thought. But me and Amy got.
No, I was just going to say real quick. It's interesting because, I mean, it does not take away from their opinions because obviously those are the managers that they're familiar with and that they know about and that they enjoy. They are not significantly, but they all the other guys were very much younger than us. And so, or their fandom was young because I think Juicebox says he didn't even really start watching till 2000.
I mean, we had a good time, and thank y'all for all of
yes.
y'all that saw it, that we were on. I mean, we put it on our channel, and thank you to Till 5 for letting us do that. And a lot of y'all showed up, and y'all showed out in the comments, and they didn't really quite know how to take Darren Staley.
No. But I think that's the way Darren likes it. So
he was popping me though.
Yeah.
But anyway, we and Amy got talking about it. Said, well, why don't we just talk about underrated managers next week?
Yeah.
Because in this day and age, some people slip through the cracks, and
definitely. And I do think.
And thanks for sharing, Sam. We appreciate all the support you give us too.
Definitely.
318 Wrestling Channel. Y'all head over to 318 Wrestling Channel on YouTube. He's always putting up the Bayou Independent, Lost Art of Wrestling, whatever shows Sam heads to. He's really good about filming them and getting them posted really quickly. And we appreciate all he does.
I need to know though, did Alex Arsenal win?
Yes.
I thought so. Was he really huffing and puffing? Did he get a good workout?
I left during the main event. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I have to watch Sam. I just got to check on my Alex.
When I left, Corey Steed was beating the piss out of him. They were fighting all over the arena. And
oh, good.
I was on my way out, and they said, Dave, they need some help over there, and I said, I'm off.
Peace out.
Gotta go.
You all can tell us in the chat.
Tell your mama said hi.
You all feel free to tell us in the chat who you think some of the more underrated managers are, especially because I know our group has some good opinions. We just chose a few. I know there's a lot more out there, but we chose a couple to talk about.
And we'll take them one at a time, and I will defer to Amy, ladies first.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we all know. I'm going with my first love of managers, and that is Miss Elizabeth. Now, she was, if you remember, whenever Macho Man came to the WWF, there was this big to-do about who his manager was going to be, and they did all kinds of people trying to wine and dine them and that kind of stuff, and they were all outside, or they weren't outside, but they were all around the ring or something, and when he was getting ready to announce, and he announced his manager was Miss Elizabeth. And we'll have and a little bit later, Dave and I will talk about valets, managers, what's really the difference, because I don't really know. I don't really think there's that big of a difference. But yes, like I said, we will definitely.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I remember the first time I saw Miss Elizabeth, I was smitten. And God, I hate to say it like this.
Is it gonna be creepy old man thing?
No. Well, hey, I was when I first saw her, that was 40 years ago. I wasn't old. What I'm saying is that she not only she's drop dead gorgeous, but she was elegant.
Yes. Very ladylike.
She didn't seem like a bubble-headed hoe. How about that?
Okay. No, I agree.
I never got that impression from Miss Elizabeth.
Yes.
I mean, when I saw her, I was blown away by her beauty, and she was elegant. She was different than the valet of the day.
Yes. Definitely. I think that, yes, as Andrew is saying, and I think that was one of the huge appeal. Number one, I think, just like you said, everyone that came in contact or saw Miss Elizabeth, there was like they cared about her. They liked her. And I think that that was like a huge part of her appeal as a manager. And
She never looked comfortable at ringside to me.
Well, but I think again that's part of the charm. Like she's not trying to be like a Missy Hyatt or like someone out there that's like pulling all the strings. Like she was out there to cheer them on. But I feel like anything that she does, because people felt so connected to her, like they really were emotionally involved with her. Take your pills. I don't know what that was.
It was Russ.
The bitch?
Yeah. My phone will blow up now since the NXT's on.
Oh,
anytime there's wrestling on TV,
the
text blow up. He'll point out everything that's wrong with the product.
What
until JC Jane comes on, and then
does he not have patience to save? I mean, isn't he an RN now? Like, doesn't he have some meds to give?
Yeah,
you should ask him about that. But
what I was saying, proficient with sponge bath.
Perry care. Stop. I like Russ. Stop it.
I love Russ.
I know. I'm just aggravating. But what I was saying is that I think because everybody they like her. She's very likable and people are emotionally connected to her. So then anything that she does or is part of, if she was looking like she was getting to, going to be attacked by somebody, or when she did, like that one Saturday night main event where Macho Man and Hogan are fighting or something, and Macho Man gets thrown out of the ring and he lands on her. Oh my Lord. Like people were crushed, I mean, they felt like they knew her. They felt like they could be friends with her. They liked her. And she added so much because people were so emotionally connected to her. She didn't have to do promos and she didn't have to do a bunch of stuff. Like everything she did non-verbally was bringing attention to the match and the angle that she was part of. She was literally the cause of probably the biggest angle of the 80s. And it would definitely be, up there with her and the Mega Powers, and then the Mega Powers exploding. My favorite part with her, I know not a lot of people like WrestleMania 4. It's one of those things that I really like. And she comes out in a new outfit every time. That's SummerSlam, right? Is that SummerSlam? I feel like it is. They're still liking each other. I think it is SummerSlam.
Possibly. This was at the beginning. This is the Mega Powers explode.
I just think that, again, Matthew. But again, I mean, in what you were saying, she was completely the opposite. Oh, I was right. SummerSlam. She was the complete opposite of maybe some of the other female personalities that were out there. She was very demure, very, then she went on to be NWO. But again, I think she is just absolutely, people loved her. And really, I'm sorry.
Now, I will say when she went NWO, she went NWO, She wasn't elegant no more. Liz and jeans was a 10 out of 10 for me.
Well, yes. I mean, as movie, but yes, but again, she's very endearing. That character was very endearing.
Elizabeth was beautiful, but unlike today, she looked like a beautiful woman you would see in real life, not what you see today, which made her relatable.
Very much true. And again, she probably, you think about the early 80s. I mean, they weren't like you said, they weren't kind of what you see now. And so, I mean, that's all natural beauty. That is, and I mean, I can't say enough. I think it's one of those things that when she passed and people actually mourned, I think that goes back to the connection that people felt they had with her. And her look, even her look really, yeah, she changed her clothes, but like her look is still the same. That is still the same Miss Elizabeth that we all fell in love with.
But she was different in WCW. Because look at her. She looks relaxed. Like, I mean, she's not timid. She wasn't timid in WCW.
Right.
She was timid in WWE.
But I think that was what the part she was playing, as this timid, shy, like I don't speak. I don't know. I think that was still part of think that was the part she was playing. That's just me. But you're right. Class, elegance, innocence, and beauty. Definitely innocence and beauty, elegance, class. And I think too, the commentators always commented on that about her class, and she's a lady, and you know what I'm saying? And she wasn't married to Savage. That's very true. And she was dating Lex Luger there. So, I mean, you know.
Jason points out that she's not in the WWE Hall of Fame. That's kind of travesty, wouldn't you think?
Yes, but don't you think, I feel like it has to do something with her family. I feel like I read that or something. Because why would you not put her in there? That's just like Owen Hart.
I can't imagine that she's not snubbed. I mean, that she's snubbed.
That's what I'm saying. I think it has to do with her family. Someone in her family, they don't want her maybe in the W. And maybe it'll be a little bit different now. I don't know. But I mean, I agree. I agree. I think she should. But if you don't have family or someone who's going to accept it, I mean, I think that's the reason why, like, Owen Hart's not, obviously, you know, his wife doesn't want him in. So I feel like it has to be something based on that. Yeah. I think Randy and Liz should have gone in together. I know there was the whole Poffo family, but again, she could have gone in with that. She was a Poffo. So I don't know. But I just think, like I said, I grew up in the 80s. She was from Kentucky. I was from Kentucky. I loved her. I still do. And yes, her death crushed me as an adult. Still, even now, it just makes me sad. But it's
I guess by the time she had passed, I hate to say this, that I've started to become numb to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But not with hers, because it was so shocking.
Yeah.
It was so shocking. I hate to say that I'm numb to it, because I'm never not affected by it. But it was just different because with those circumstances, because you think, you know, because we all think that we know everybody because we watch them on TV every week, and we don't know what goes on behind. I mean, even with the dirt sheets, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We don't know what's going on in somebody's life.
Well, and we also, nowadays, you don't know what's being fed to you and what's not, what's really true. I do believe that too, Andrew.
That's a good point, Andrew.
She definitely did enough to stand alone. I guess I've always just loved them together, even though obviously and again, that was what it was all built on. You know, I mean, her coming out and being, and all the different storylines, and then even up to them getting married. The one wedding that actually worked, right? And wrestling. Like I said, but yeah, she definitely could stand alone. But I just love them together. And
Let's start a movement. Everybody go. If you're on X, find we're broadcasting on Talking Rasslin on my personal page on Markout Moments. Retweet one of them and tag WWE that Liz needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, I agree.
And let's start. Let's. I mean, see if we could start we can make a snowball into an avalanche and.
That'd be wild. She'll go in Saudi Arabia. That kind of, I don't know. That doesn't make me feel good, but.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. I've got about half-assed got it on my mind that I want to go to Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania.
You go right ahead with all that mess
I've
going
heard
on.
Well, yeah. I mean, things going to have to calm down, but
right.
But it's a whole year away. I'm just talking about. I'm told that it's not a an expensive air. It's not the airfare and hotel are not expensive because I believe that it's offset by the Saudi royal family because they're trying to encourage tourism. Now, I mean, once you get there and you can't afford to go to WrestleMania, that's a different story. But they got this roller coaster over there that's about 3 miles long and it goes 155 miles per hour. It's got a windshield on it, and I'd love to go ride it.
I bet me and Tep will wave. We'll take you to the airport. I can't imagine that she would go.
Nah.
And Willie, what I was talking about the wedding actually working is actually got through the wedding because most weddings they don't get through it. No. Someone comes and breaks it up. That's what I meant about that wedding actually worked. I know that they were actually divorced. I think at the time when they were doing all that, but I just meant they actually got through the wedding.
Jason gave her directions to her hotel in Baton Rouge, and she was so polite, and she should be in the Hall of Fame for sure.
Oh, see, stuff like that just makes me want to tear up. So I definitely think
we'll get Jason back on pretty soon, and we're just going to talk about old wrestling until everybody just quits listening because it's going to go so long.
Oh, I'm not going to be over here like it'd be late.
No, because when we talk about wrestling, it's always interesting.
It is very interesting, but you know how I am after a certain time period. I'll be like dozing off, like what? So what about one of yours? So do you have anything else to say about Liz? I mean, just that.
No, I mean, I've been on the fence about whether she was really a manager or a valet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know she was introduced as a manager.
So then she was a manager.
So that's why if she was hired as a manager, then she was a manager.
Yes. I don't really think there's that much of a difference between, again,
I think the core difference is
staged. So, go ahead.
And this is why Liz, I give her the nod as a manager. I think that your valets are in it for themselves. Take Missy Hyatt, the Missy Hyatt character. In World Class, she told John Tatum, if you lose another match, you're history.
Right.
And he beat Kerry Von Erich. I mean, that's how, everybody was watching.
Right.
Is he going to lose this week? Is he going to lose the girl? And he beat Kerry Von Erich. And that was a big deal.
Yeah.
That was a big deal because Kerry didn't take very many L's at that time.
Right.
Especially to Hollywood John Tatum. But John Tatum, and if we ever do a episode about underrated wrestlers, Hollywood John Tatum is definitely underrated.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't know much about him at all.
Oh, then it's on. We'll start putting together underrated wrestlers.
We'll do a deep dive.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna throw up my first one. I'm gonna start with Captain Lou Albano.
Yay!
He didn't get any love in that tournament. And
no, he didn't, did he?
No, he didn't. Captain Lou. And
did he make
the three wrestlers?
Make the tournament? I can't even remember. Did he make the tournament?
No, they didn't. And I'm going to tell you that all three of the managers that I have picked got their start as wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
In my research, I didn't realize that Captain Lou was born in Italy. He's an immigrant.
He actually was born. I did not know that either.
And his mother was a concert pianist. That's why I ended up in New York.
How cool
I
is
mean,
that?
a high level, high performing pianist. This picture right here showing it. He started. He wrestled in 1953 to 1969,
Mm-hmm.
and then he became a manager until 96. Uh,
Till 96, really? I didn't even know it was that long.
yeah, and Captain Lou, he took 15 different tag teams to championship gold, and three solos singles to gold. But
What kind of
15 different tag teams.
career did he have as a wrestler? Where was he? All in New York, or like did he travel at all?
I didn't deep dive his singles
Okay.
career because we were going to talk about manager. I just felt like I needed to mention it.
Yeah. No, I was just curious. I didn't know.
He became a manager for I swear to God, I wrote it down. Oscar Crusher Verdú, who had came in from Spain, and he couldn't speak English, so they thought putting Lou with him would be because Lou's a Sicilian, and he went after and started attacking Bruno with a lot of ethnic slurs.
Oh, Lordy.
But I mean, because he was Italian.
That's what you did. That's what you did.
And they sold out Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
So, I mean, he got that start. But he's pictured here with Luke Graham and Tarzan Tyler, and they are the first WWF Tag Team Champions.
I like it.
Here's a picture of him with Ivan Koloff, who defeated Bruno Sammartino, by the way. He ended one of Bruno's reigns.
Yes, he did.
And those are the Mongols. We had Lou as a face with U.S. Express, Wyndham and Rotundo. There he is. There he is when Bruno won when Ivan Koloff won the championship. And hey, he was the original wise man because that's Safa and Sika. Those are the wild Samoans.
I like that. Jason has a really good point. I also thought this as a child. There you go, post. Put it up there. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. He keeps the rubber bands on his face.
How?
Yeah, I never could tell what he had it stuck to.
You think it was glue? Like some kind of...
I don't know.
I always thought, I guess as a kid, I just was dumb, and I guess they pierced it. I had no idea.
Well, next time Bruce is back, I'm going to ask him.
Yes, please do. How did he keep that on his face? And why? What was the thought of a rubber band? I'm just curious. How did that come about? Why rubber bands? Because obviously he's not doing it with the Samoas.
Well, he also sometimes he put the rubber band around his goatee. I mean, his hair on his chin.
Yeah.
I don't know why he did rubber bands.
He had safety pins in his cheek. What?
Huh.
Why does he do that?
Hey, 70s were wild.
We're going to have to look into that. Yeah, that's a great question for Bruce.
But listen to this who's who of tag teams that Captain Lou Albano managed. The Valiants.
We know them.
The Samoans.
Mm-hmm.
The Yukon Lumberjacks.
Who is that? Do you know?
I knew you were going to ask, and I didn't click on it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I knew it, and I should have, because I was like, she's going to ask me, and I'm not going to know.
Of course I'm going to ask.
The Blackjacks.
Oh, we know the Blackjacks.
Yeah. Lanza and Mulligan. The Moondogs.
No, the Moondogs.
The Masked Executioners. Don't ask.
I won't. Were they at WrestleMania? Were they at WrestleMania 1?
No.
Who was the?
Well, they might have had the Executioners, but this was back. And he also once he became a face, he managed the U.S. Express and the British Bulldogs.
Right.
There he is with Don Morocco, the Intercontinental Champion. That's another one of his singles. There he is with Andre the Giant.
He managed him, or he coming out with them?
Yeah, he
I guess he managed them. Awesome.
And there he is with the Moondogs. There he is with the Samoans. And there he is with Cyndi Lauper. He is a forefather of the rock and wrestling connection.
Oh, 100%.
The rock and wrestling connection. He had friends in the music business, but Cyndi Lauper put him in that Girls Want to Have Fun video, and then she's there at her and he took Moolah, she took Richter. It was a whole thing, and it blew up. I mean, it was on MTV. It was huge.
It was definitely huge. And if he had, that the angle that started WrestleMania, it really did.
And then he's also in one of the Mario Brothers.
Yes.
He did some acting. But just the rock and wrestling connection alone should tell you how great that Lou Albano was. And to be as hated as he was, he became so beloved.
He is a perfect dad to Cyndi Lauper in Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Like, he is the absolute, like, you can 100% believe that's her dad. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he just,
I mean,
the way
like
he
was asking you,
look,
yeah.
And the way
100%.
she talked at him, it was really great. They really had a good connection.
But I remember when we got cable and I started seeing him on WWF programming, and it just, he was a character, man. He just was
100%.
He was a talker.
And it helped that Cyndi Lauper was also a huge personality in herself. Again, yeah,
Technically, she's the first rock concert I ever went to.
Technically, how's that technically?
Well, I mean, I don't really know that she would consider her rock.
Oh, well, yes, I would.
But I mean,
or whatever.
But it was the first concert that I'd gone to that wasn't country.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to go to rock concerts as a kid. But she's the first act. She's the first act that came along once I was 18.
That you said, I'm going to go see.
And I went to Reunion Arena and saw her, and actually saw Chris Adams in the parking lot after the matches and spoke to him. Just by passing by, I spoke to him. He had just turned heel. He had just turned heel.
I wonder where he was watching it. You know what I mean? Like, he couldn't have been in the crowd, I'm sure. Maybe backstage or whatever.
I bet he was in the crowd.
You think so? After just turning heel? Not the way y'all people acted back then. People be trying to take them out and everything else.
It was. I spoke to him, and I wasn't mad at him. I really didn't blame him when he turned. I don't know if you know this about me or not. I kind of favor the bad guys.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten that about you over time, except for the Von Erichs. But they were kind of bad, in a sense. After
David died, I mean, by 84, I was late 84 and 85. I was cheering for the Freebirds.
Well, that's true. After David died, the Von Erichs just didn't do it no more.
Well, David was my favorite, but the Freebirds were cool. When Terry Gordy when he hit that guy and knocked him back 3 or 4 rows,
that's true.
Completely changed my opinion of Terry Gordy.
That is true. He did.
I mean, I liked Michael. I liked Michael and Terry, and I thought I could take Buddy. Spoiler alert: I could not have taken Buddy.
Yeah, I love though that you thought you could. I like it. At least you knew you could not take the other ones. At least you thought, okay, definitely not them. Possibly that one.
Yeah.
All right. My next.
But the reason,
go ahead.
The reason I saw Chris Adams is he ducked out early to beat the traffic. But we ducked out because the girl that was with me got hit. Somebody threw a beer out of the balcony and she got hit by the beer. Like
the can or a bottle?
Cup. You couldn't get. Everything was in paper cups.
But still, she got beer all. Oh, I hate people like that. Like that just.
Yeah, I mean, look, the heat got out of control at a Cyndi Lauper concert. You know, it's well documented that I knew where to sit at the sportatorium not to get hit by a beer.
True. That is understandable in a sense. But I mean, come on, people. Act like you got some sense.
Yeah.
At a concert, throwing your beer.
So anyway, that's what put me in the parking lot early
That's who you should have been. I was going to say, that's who you needed to think about beating up, not Buddy Roberts, not Buddy Roberts, not Buddy Roberts. Anywho.
All right.
Buddy Rose, Buddy Rogers, Buddy Roberts.
There's a bunch of them.
It is. Let's go, Terry.
Let's do it.
Now, I will be very honest. If you watched the Till 5, you know the argument for Terry. I probably would have thought she was the least person that should have been on the list of 16 that we were arguing as a manager. However, Buddy laid down. There was very good arguments for her and what she did throughout wrestling, and the energy and the care and the charisma that she brought to whoever she was managing. So this is Alexandria York. This is an older character for some of you youngins out there. She was Alexandria York. She had the York Foundation, right?
Yes.
What's wrong? What are you laughing
Darius
at?
Staley's tweeting.
Oh. So she kind of had a stable. She had this like Surface Pro typewriter looking thing that she would be typing on, and then they would all huddle and they would talk about, strategies or whatever. She was a makeup artist, and she was asked if she wanted to be part. She had no, formal training. Like, it was just like, get out there and, do your best. And she did a great job. She was a great presence. She knew what her role was as a manager.
I think she was 100% manager because she was giving them a game plan to take them each to the top. And I didn't like him calling him Richard Morton and Terrence Taylor. And but that was the desired effect, is to annoy you.
Yes, to make them, they're better. They got, it was kind of weird. But again, I think that kind of also helps show them in a different light of like, it's not Terry Taylor, it's Terrence Taylor. You know what I'm saying?
This is my favorite version of Terry ever.
Really?
Yes.
I will say her work as Marlena, again, was to be in a situation where you're going to walk out with your husband his goal is to be androgynous and smoke a big cigar. I think she took that job very, very well. And very convincing about just because I feel like it was also, it helped with the show and the showman of these two characters and like what exactly is the arrangement and whatever. And I said this on Till 5. She made China look like a monster. The way China ragdolled her.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She had to go along with that. And she was, as Marlena, because I think it might have been a very similar outfit. But, she made China do that until, ragdoll her like that and just absolutely showed China in such an aggressive, like, really beating down and what China could do. China as a monster, which I think was really cool. It was definitely something else for 1995. But I think that so what I was thinking about Terry is that just kind of really showed like she did Alexandria York and then she went on to do Marlene. So like she was able to evolve and do something different. And again,
I don't think I put it together on my own that was Alexandria York.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think I put it together for a long time. I may have read it. I don't think the light came on for me. Oh, I remember her from WCW.
Yeah, well, this is definitely a whole different presentation.
Oh yeah,
of Marlena than what Alexandria was doing. And again, she had kind of like her button up. I mean, she wasn't dressed sexy, necessarily as Alexandria.
Ain't got them things yet, is what you're trying to say.
Well, compared to what she's doing now. But again, just her presentation is, and along with Goldust, like not everybody's going to say that, oh yeah, let me be part of this, whatever this is. But she definitely was versatile enough that she just went with it. She was a very sexy lady. I think maybe before, if you want to say, before the boobs or whatever, that was a big thing. But I mean, she's a very pretty lady.
Still
And
is.
yes, very much so. Just saying that, versatile, definitely.
But definitely a manager.
And she wasn't, yes, she was a little bit different with than Miss Elizabeth in the sense that this is, this, whatever this is, she's kind of petting him. She smoked her cigar, like she
Well, that
did.
goes without saying, Andrew.
She got involved. I mean, again, like she was not afraid to be part of the presentation. If that makes any sense. I hope I know. I'm trying to think of what else. And I feel like, oh, yes. Again, whatever she was given, like she did the Terry Invitational, which I'm pretty sure you got a picture of. She wrestled. I mean,
yeah,
that was
tournament.
Huge. Terry Invitational.
Terry Invitational tournament.
Is what I would call. Yeah. She did that. I mean, again, putting herself out there. And plus the tournament made it look like her services as a manager was very much desired by these young teams. And I think that was great. Again, that just gave her more credit. Hey, Kevin. She also did, she did some backstage
stuff. Be nice, Andrew.
She did stuff.
Leave the memories alone.
Oh. Terry has done stuff backstage. She's done, interview, so like I said, she's very versatile in her role. Like whatever they asked her to do, she was out there doing it. And she definitely enhanced whatever she was involved in. And again, if it weren't for the greatest manager of all time, the tournament that we did, I don't really know if I would have recognized that. And so I'm really glad to talk a little bit more about her because she really was, I think, one of the more underrated managers that have been seen in the WWE and WCW.
100%.
Exactly, Willie. I mean, being legitimately scared when China swung her around, like China was.
It looked real.
It looked brutal.
I mean, it made me wonder. When I saw it, I was like, "Damn!" Because I mean, I knew that Terry wasn't a wrestler.
Yeah, and
she
China
she could sell.
Woo. So that's Miss Terry. So
all right. Well, my semi-main event manager. I'm trying to decide which one I wanted to say for last.
Oh.
Right now, I'm going to go with the greatness that is Gary Hart.
Ooh.
Gary Hart, I could make a strong argument belongs on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling managers.
Interesting. Okay.
And if he don't make it onto Mount Rushmore, then he's top 6. He's top 6. He started out as a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 1975, he went to Florida and he started wrestling Pak Song Nam.
Where did he wrestle?
In Florida.
Florida. Okay.
Then he was with the Spoiler, and then the Spoilers, because they got another guy. I can't remember who they put. Nobody I'd ever heard of. It was Spoiler number 2 at the time. But Gary Hart was the manager of Monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a very early picture of Kevin Sullivan and Mark Lewin. Kevin Sullivan, we know what his gimmick would be. He'd be the devil, and Maniac Mark Lewin would be Purple Haze.
Can I say something just really quick about Kevin Sullivan?
Yeah.
I consider myself so blessed that we had the time that we had with Kevin Sullivan on the Ad Free Show podcast, like, you know, when he was doing his podcast, and actually getting to meet him, because
he's not what you expect.
He's not what you expect, but everything that he has experienced, everybody that he had been around, everyone that he has wrestled with, I mean, like, he's one of those hidden gems in a weird way of just like you said, here's an example, 83. Everything that he had done, and just like I said, excuse me, I feel very blessed that we actually got to.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I met him in 2005 at Wrestle Reunion.
Yes,
and I was legitimately scared of him. He made me very uncomfortable.
Why?
Until I met him, and he was great.
Oh, okay, I get you now.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm scared of the devil.
Well, yes, I understand that.
I mean, Freddy's and Jason's and stuff. Those guys ain't real.
Right.
The devil's real. And when he started rolling his eyes back in his head, and I mean, Kevin Sullivan used to scare the piss out of me.
Yes.
But I thought it was funny that in 96, I was in 95, 2005, I was pushing 40 and still scared of him.
But that's all I wanted to say, since this is such a young picture of him. But again, just a who's who.
There he is with Gino Hernandez.
Excuse me.
Gary Hart. Let me just, and I don't have them all. But there's Don Jardine, the spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
There he was with Gino. But here's this picture right here tells it all. Kabuki was the first wrestler that scared me. When I started going the first night, that presentation scared me. And Abdullah the Butcher, he was still scary when I saw him, you know, and then there's the great Muda. I don't know that I was ever scared of Muda. I was always impressed. I was always impressed with Muda.
Right.
But I mean,
scary look.
But Gary Hart had a way of taking a foreign wrestler, and especially someone of an Asian descent, and making them these scary, like he would have to put a towel over Abdullah's eyes to control him.
Like that? Like he has now?
Yeah, I mean, he would take their presentation that they were already pretty scary and then make it that much more.
True.
But he built these villains, and he in his lifelong mission to destroy Fritz von Erich and those snot-nosed kids. There he is with Terry Funk.
I am shocked at Terry Funk.
I forgot about the JTEX. I forgot about the JTEX Corporation. Terry Funk, Dick Slater, Buzz Sawyer, and the Dragon Master, which was Kendo Nagasaki, another scary Japanese wrestler.
Where was that? This was
in Crockett.
This is in Crockett. Okay.
Yeah, it might have been this. JTEX may have been I think it was WCW. No, okay. I think JTEX was early WCW.
Okay.
It was after Crockett. He worked with Kabuki up and he had Kabuki in the Mid-Atlantic. And Kabuki stayed when they came to the Parade of Champions. Kabuki stayed, and that damaged the relationship with Gary Hart. Gary and Fritz were not on good terms, and
how come?
But Kabuki felt like he owed Fritz something because Fritz was always good to him, and I guess he stayed an extra week working the territories after the Parade of Champions.
Oh, what? How come Fritz and Gary Hart were on
because Gary Hart brought in the Freebirds and he didn't like his payoff.
Oh, well. Okay.
All right. And there he is with the Ding Warrior. That guy did a little something in the business.
Just a little.
There he is with Bruiser Brody. And there he is with Seth Rollins. I didn't even know Gary Hart knew Seth Rollins.
No kidding.
That's Al Perez, the Latin heartthrob Al Perez, which if I was Seth Rollins, I'd be asking my mom if she ever saw Al Perez in the territory days, because that's Seth Rollins Sr. right there.
It looks a lot like it. What's wrong with Ronnie Garvin's hair? Or is that just the light? It looks weird.
Yeah.
Looks like it's shorter in the front. I don't know. Probably the light. I'm just going to pretend it's the light.
Yeah. But let me go down the list because Gary Hart, he teamed up with Armand Hussein. They formed, which is another underrated manager. They formed H&H Limited. They had Bugsy McGraw, Wild Bill Irwin, the Checkmate, King Kong Bundy. He managed Gino Hernandez. He managed Jeep Swenson when he who was another monster.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Kevin Sullivan, Kabuki, Muda, Abdullah, Al Perez, Gentleman Chris Adams, King Kong Bundy. He also managed the Samoan SWAT team. And I'm not even hitting them all. He did as much backstage as he did in front of the camera.
Uh-huh.
He didn't rant. I mean, he ranted, but he didn't scream. He had a way of talking like you just felt like at any given time that he's going to reach in his pocket and pull out a blade and shank you.
Nice.
You believed he was a bad dude.
Yeah.
You believed it.
He does kind of have a slimy look. You know, like a slimy manager kind of look.
And Fritz Von Erich and them kids, they kept cutting his hair. He lost a couple of hair matches.
So he just kept it short.
Yeah. But Gary Hart, he's lost in the shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
He's lost in the shuffle.
Do you think that's mainly because he was more WCCW? Like most of his time was spent in a territory.
Yeah.
And
maybe because he doesn't have WWF on his resume. To my knowledge, I don't believe he ever spent any time in WWF.
Maybe so.
But I mean, for what he did for Texas with Houston and World Class, but he was prominent in Jim Crockett and Mid Atlantic, and then he, like I said, I mean, you put him with Terry Funk and the Great Muda. You put him with Terry Funk and the Great Muda, but Bruce Pritchard tells a story that him and Pat were at a WCW show,
mm-hmm.
and Bruce went up and said something to Kabuki, to Muda, and Gary Hart ran over and wouldn't leave him alone with him. I'm just saying that Gary Hart he should be in these conversations with Cornette and Heenan and Heyman. Gary Hart belongs in this conversation.
Right.
He was that good.
And maybe it is because
he
there's
had
no
that gift
WWF.
he made you believe.
Mm-hmm.
And in this day and age, you can't put a price on make me believe.
True. Why do you think he never went WWF?
I don't know. Could be it. I don't know.
Because you might be right. I mean, because as
he is the epitome of underrated.
Mm-hmm.
By those of us that were there to see him.
Right.
I mean, he'd whip out a slapjack and knock him. I mean, he was something, man. I'm telling you. You hated him. He could make you hate him.
He did his overly
Andrew got a point. He wrote a book. He wrote a book, and if you can find a copy of his book, you're going to pay several $100s for it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, some people, because you know who's got the rights to his book?
Who?
MLW guy. That I just forgot.
Court Bauer?
Court Bauer's got the rights to the Gary Hart book and won't release any new. He won't re-release it.
So when you say
next time, maybe after that $20 million he got from WWF and that lawsuit's gone, maybe he'll think about releasing the book.
So when Andrew says he's overly political, as in like political in the wrestling
in the
world?
back. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's what I meant. Okay, I'm just making sure. And people
Yeah.
knew it. Okay.
And I've heard he was paranoid,
Mm. I
but
think that gets to people
but
after a while.
we hear stories. I mean, even this morning I was listening to Bully Ray and Steve Austin, busted open interview from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It was the protecting your spot, not being too buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Austin explained that when he went to Memphis, that how everybody was kind of standoffish to him, but that's because they were trying to protect who's this kid. I'm not going to train you. I'm not going to train you to take my job.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how. And so,
Well, a lot of that is very true back in those days. I mean,
and I'm sure he wore his feelings on his sleeve when Fritz went with Kim Mantell instead of him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So have you read the book? Have you seen excerpts? I mean, like,
I've seen excerpts. For a while, I guess Matt Coon was showing his ass about the book one time, and he was like reading chapters of the book.
He owned the book?
He had a copy, he had a PDF of the book, and he was reading chapters.
Oh. Whoa. Trish. That's my friend.
Hi, Trish. $1,299.
Woo. I mean, that's just
hey,
one
how much
is
Paul Heyman, Bobby Heenan, and Jim Cornette's books stacked on top of each other will not go for $1,299.
You can ask for a price, but if people buying it for that price is what,
I'd never heard one. That's the highest I've ever heard it, but I've seen it. I've seen it. 700 was the highest I've ever seen on it, like on eBay.
Interesting.
But that's my second one is Gary Hart.
All right.
And I would hope that you could go find. It's a shame that the Channel 11 show in Dallas was never saved because Gary Hart promos in Fort Worth on Championship Sports where, I mean, David Von Erich came out and grabbed him around the throat and shoved him up against a horse stall. I mean, a horse chute, because the Will Rogers Coliseum is made for rodeo.
Sure.
The world show was there every year, but man, my eyes are burning like onions are being cut. But he just got him, and he just came out and grabbed him, and David's not yelling at him, but he's just talking to him. But I remember he had him by the throat and had him up against that wall. He goes, "You disgust me," and I mean, and Hart sold fear.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite David Von Erich promos because I told you I always believe that in a fist fight, give me David. David can whoop somebody's ass.
Right. Do you think, you saying that, do you think maybe that is part of the reason why Gary Hart is not he's listed here with the underrated managers is because there is not as much film and as there are on some of the others?
It's possible.
People couldn't really, like, if you weren't part of that territory and you didn't watch it live, it's hard to really know the effect that he had because you don't have anything to go by. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, there's when it was all available, you could catch him. I mean, he did a lot in Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah.
With Kabuki, and so it is what it is.
I gotcha. So the next one I'm picking, it's interesting. We've been talking about Kevin Sullivan because I chose woman as my next person to talk about. She's such a beautiful lady.
This one you're going to have. Oh yeah, she was Roll Tide as Roll Tide could be. I used to look for her in Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Yeah,
I can see why.
I mean, because she was not Dark Journey. She was
She is not Dark Journey. Robin Green?
That was way before Robin Green.
That
Was
that not woman? I guess not. Oh, part of Kevin's
Fallen Angel. She was the fallen angel.
Thank you. I was like,
and I mean, she was bikinied up, and whenever Kevin Sullivan was in Pro Wrestling Illustrated, look how thin Sir Oliver Humperdinck is there. Somebody shouted out, Humperdinck he could be probably listed as an underrated manager too.
Yeah.
He was a thorn in the dusty roadside in Florida for a long time.
Definitely. Well, this is where I go back to the whole valet manager thing. I don't think, though, that woman falls under that category that you were saying, that she was only out for herself, because she was very much part of this whole group. And she was a minion here. Well, yeah, this is not. Yeah, she was a minion, fallen angel. She didn't even have a name, But I'm just saying, when she was with Doom, when she's with Ric Flair, look at her. She's got some kind of kendo stick. I mean, she was very much a part. She could talk very well, believe it or not. I mean, if you ever listened, I mean, her, again, for someone who, she wanted to be a wrestler. And for someone who, was in the business, she was she came across to me as like a tough business lady. Like, she wasn't ballet. Like, I don't know if, I don't really know the difference. Like, you and I were kind of talking about that. Like, I don't really know what I understand what you're saying about a ballet just looking out for themselves and, dropping. But she came off as like a business
somewhere woman, between valet and muscle.
Yeah.
She was.
But just even like an Alexandria York, like, a smart businesswoman who was like, who knew what she wanted and get, like she'd scratch to the top. I mean, I never thought that she wouldn't scratch my eyes out. Exactly. But she would, but I could definitely see her fictitiously working out the contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like, being like business savvy part of that thing, if that makes sense. Like, I thought she always came across as that. I think that she was beautiful, but she was not sympathetic like Miss Elizabeth, right? So, I mean, you didn't care what happened to her, her people. You know what I mean? Like Doom. Like, you didn't care if they got. I thought a lot of things about her. I thought a lot of things about her, but elegant was never one of them. Well, that's what I'm saying, is that she looked like she could. Yes. She was a video vixen. She was straight out of MTV Video. Yes. She was a heavy metal princess in my mind. Yes, but again, I feel like she was powerful. Like, you could definitely see her negotiating a contract, a business contract. Like, you could see her doing that and getting the best deal for her, for her clients. So I never one time considered her as doing the paperwork. Really? Like, I never thought of her as that type of manager, but she's every bit of she got involved. Yes. She would use her shoe. She would use her fingernails. She would use her charm as a diversion. That's what I'm saying. I definitely could see her fictitiously negotiating contracts with all of that stuff, not bringing out the shoe, but bringing out her charm, her manipulation, the Robin Green character. The Robin Green character. She took full advantage of Rick Steiner. Yes. But I mean, but if I would have learned that she was a really nice person behind the scenes, it would have completely shocked me. And because when it comes to, I knew nothing about her private life other than what was reported. I'm just saying that I believed her gimmick. Yes. Like I believe Ric Flair's gimmick. Yes. Like, I don't think that there's anybody different behind the scenes from what Ric Flair puts on camera. And I always felt that way about her too. I think, though, she gave it all up to be a mom. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. But like I said, I think the sex appeal, the
her sex appeal factor was, but it was so dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's almost like one of those Bond villains that are women, or you know what I mean? Like they're sexy, but they're dangerous, you know?
dangerous, very I never, ever did not think that she was not dangerous.
Yes. And she brought that presence to whoever she was managing. Even Ric Flair, and he didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely, even Kevin Sullivan. I mean, he was, it just brought out that great, bless their souls, regardless of what you think. Anybody out there, just
I started not to put
souls.
this one on here, but I'm not ignoring. I'm not
History.
I mean, yeah,
It is history. I mean,
it's
history. It's not a good history, but it is history. But I do think woman was underrated for what she was doing at the around the ring. I'll say it like that.
She was a force. She was definitely a force to be reckoned with. And I got a little, and it always comes back to the Von Erichs with me.
What? You're kidding me.
She managed Kerry Von Erich.
When?
Under
Florida?
a mask.
Oh.
One of his last matches that he ever had.
Really?
At the ECW. It was an ECW. It might have been at the ECW arena.
Uh-huh.
But he came out and he was under a mask. I think he was. I don't think he was clear that he could wrestle somewhere, and they put him under a mask. And I mean, it was obvious it was Kerry Von Erich because I think it said Kerry Von Erich on his boots. But
no,
you can find it. You can find it that she managed Kerry Von Erich.
Did she have a stable? Like, what was she managing him for?
It was like a spot show.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a major promotion. You can find it though. If you just search "woman" and Kerry Von Erich
or Kerry Von Erich under a mask. I'll have to do that. I'll have to do that. That'd be kind of cool. So those are my three. I think I picked the ladies because I've obviously, but I do think they are very underrated as managers in the conversation. Who's your last one?
My last one. This is my main event pick. Very underrated.
See if anybody knows who it is. Are you going to show that picture? Who knows who that is? Put it in the chat if you have any idea who that is.
Oh, there's no way that I mean, everybody knows who that is. Our fans know. Our wrestling family knows who this is.
That's probably true. What belt is that? What is this belt?
Willie saw it. He said he was wearing the jacket that said Kerry.
Oh, he was well. That makes Come on now, work with us, Kerry. What belt is that?
That is the NWA Tri-State Championship. It's the precursor. It's the precursor to the Mid-South North American Championship.
Okay.
It covered the tri-state area that was the Mid-South territory with Bill Watson and Leroy McGurk.
Oh, interesting. I kind of like it. It's different.
I love it.
I like it. Okay.
There's better pictures of it. There's Paul Orndorff held it. It's a cool belt. I don't have it.
Uh-oh.
I don't have one. Nobody has guessed who this is in the chat, so I'm going to go ahead and tell them that this is the General Skandar Akbar. Akbar was born in Texas, Wichita Falls. He became a wrestler in 1963 under his real name of Jimmy Webber.
Jimmy Webber. He does not look
W-E-H-B-A.
He does not look like a Jimmy.
He is of Syrian descent.
Okay.
He was a bodybuilder too.
He definitely looks like a bodybuilder.
He lifted weights, and he lifted weights until he died. He was solid till the end.
I gotcha.
Akbar changed his name from Jimmy Webb to Skandar Akbar, which is Arabic for Alexander the Great. Fritz von Erich convinced him that he needed to change his name so he could be an Arabian heel.
Mm.
And they had him teaming with Danny Hodge, and he turned on Danny Hodge. Then he went on, spent a little time in the WWF, managed by another underrated manager, classy Freddie Blassie, the Hollywood fashion plate.
I mean, look at the gold shoes. I mean, everything. He is styling.
He was on. I mean, this dude was Freddie Blassie was big time in Hollywood. He was probably the first wrestler that crossed over.
He looks.
He was on I Love. He was on I Love Lucy.
I love it.
And he's also. I used to hear him sing every Sunday night. I'd listen to Dr. Demento on 97.1 The Eagle in Dallas, Texas. I'd listen to Dr. Demento every week, and he had a song, Pencil Neck Geek.
You gotta love it.
But he managed Ack while he was in the WWF.
Okay.
Then in Mid-South, he had Akbar's Army, and then he also, which then became Devastation Incorporated.
Now I know that's Kamala, but who's the other dude?
The other one's the Missing Link.
Okay, that's the Missing Link.
That's the Missing Link. He managed a lot. Like I said, there's Kamala, there's the Link. He managed Cactus Jack. He managed the Punisher. Everybody look close. Can everybody tell who the Punisher is?
What belt is that?
That's the Texas Heavyweight Championship.
Texas Heavyweight Championship. Yes. I can tell who that is by his eyes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mean Mark Callis, also known as The Undertaker.
Was called the Punisher, right? Is that what you said? He was the Punisher.
The Punisher. And then there's Big Bubba Rogers. I mean,
UWF.
Akbar rubbed up to some of the biggest stars in. Look at that guy.
Look at that. That's the biggest celebrity he's been with so far.
I got to work with him. I got to work with him twice. I worked for him once, and I worked with him once. And the first time I ever worked with him, he's the only person that got paid. The promoter ran out with the cash box. But Ack got paid up front. The guy's name was Mark, and Ack called him Mark the Mark.
Oh, man.
But I'll never forget that Ack came back he cuts a promo to open the show, and he comes back into the locker room, and they go, "How's the crowd?" He goes, "Well, if the heat gets out of control, boys, I think we can take them." And then he sat there and he told stories all night long. So the fact I got stiffed out of my money that night, it really didn't matter, because just sitting there in the locker room, just listening, because that's if your ears open, mouth shut, and he told stories all night long.
I bet.
And I'll never forget it.
What was your favorite story you told that you can tell?
He talked about Mike. He talked about Mike.
Mm-hmm.
He really was fond of Mike.
Okay.
That's why he was Mike's first match. Mike wanted to be a musician.
Right.
And he liked Mike, and he wanted to be Mike's first match.
Now, is Mike, he's the one that had Toxic Shock, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I never heard Ack speak about Kerry and Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that means anything. I mean, I'm not making a big deal about it. I'm just saying he never talked about Kerry and Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
He did talk about David. He truly believed that if David wouldn't have died, they'd all still been working in Dallas.
Mm.
So I'm just saying that I had a good time, and I got to work. This was the night I got to work. Dr. Phil D. Payne. He gave me a compliment. So
awesome.
And it was the Medics versus Genesis that night, and we had Sarah, my daughter, ringside as our nurse. Ophelia Payne.
I love it.
That was the night. That's the night that she tried to slap Kerry and Arcane and didn't do it right, and so I slapped the piss out of him.
Oh, and this is Mike Page, right? He was one of the medics.
Yeah, Page was one of the medics.
And who was the other medic?
Joey Corman.
Joey Corman. Okay.
Anyway, but Ack managed Cactus Jack, Kamala, King Kong Bundy, the Missing Link, Iceman King Parsons, the Super Black Ninja. That's the Great Muda, Amy. I'm sure. I'm positive. I'm positive the Super Black Ninja was Muda.
Are you sure?
Kendo Nagasaki. I'm so sure, Amy, that if the Super Black Ninja was not the Great Muda, I'll kiss your ass in the middle of the street and give you an hour to draw a crowd.
Well, you know you can pucker up.
Yeah. Pucker Up Assholes, a shirt that's available at jumpinthepond.com, 10% off.
Sure, biggest seller we got.
It is. #1 selling shirt. He managed Killer Tim Brooks, Kendo Nagasaki, Gorgeous Gary Young, Sheik Braddock, the Botswana Beast, P.Y. Chuhai. Do you know who P.Y. Chuhai was?
No.
Phil Hickerson.
I still don't. Who's Phil Hickerson?
He wrestled in Memphis.
As Phil Hickerson?
Yeah.
And what was the name? What was the name he did in
P.Y. Chuhai. He was with Tojo Yamamoto.
I remember Tojo.
He was doing a Japanese gimmick, and he's not even close to being Japanese.
I was just saying, okay.
But he was P.Y. Chuhai, and he was managed by Tojo Yamamoto. But he was also managed by Akbar.
Okay.
Brickhouse Brown, Killer Khan. He stole Killer Khan from the Freebirds, and that's why Gordy and Khan were into it so bad.
Oh, really?
Taurus Bulba. He managed Taurus Bulba. Taurus Bulba quit the business, but they had put a rocket. They had strapped a rocket to him. He actually beat Kerry Von Erich with the claw in the middle of the ring.
Really?
In the middle of the ring.
What a name! What a name!
Then of course the Punisher, Big Bubba Rogers. Ack had it. Ack works behind the scenes. He's trained. He's trained people. Ack had a hand in training Athena.
Really?
He started Athena out.
I love it.
Before she made it to Booker. Ack has trained so many, and he'd done so much for the business. He was and I mean, he's genuinely a nice man.
Now, I'm assuming he passed away.
Yes.
He passed?
Yeah, he's gone.
And Gary Hart has passed away too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, all mine are gone.
All yours are gone. Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
2 of mine are gone.
Yeah.
Young.
Your 2 are sadder than mine.
That's 100%.
Mine all had good long lives.
Yes, I agree. Mine are definitely sadder.
Anyway, so those are our just 3 of each. I mean, we could go on and on. This probably not be the last time we do this topic.
That's right. Because I mean that, like you said, there were some names in the chat that definitely,
it kind of
should be looked at a little bit more. Even some of the names that came up on the tournament that we were part of that didn't quite make it through. I think there might be some more arguments for them.
It blows my mind. And I just thought that when I was taking the picture down. If you'd have told me when I was going to the wrestling matches in the 80s, that one of these days, not only would I be a referee, but some of the people that I have gotten to work with, it blows my mind that, I used to say some heinous shit to Akbar at the Sportatorium and got to work with him.
He's probably happy. That means that he was doing his job, right? You know how that usually works?
Yeah.
He was doing his job.
Oh, yeah. He was great at his job.
Definitely.
He used to drive home. He lived in Garland, and Garland's a suburb of Dallas, probably 30 minutes from downtown Dallas. But Akbar used to have to make sure that he used to drive around to make sure he wasn't being followed.
I mean, I do like the realistic, like I do like the fact that we did have kayfabe, and we didn't realize any of this was a work, but some of it's a little dangerous. And I have a nice little fun fact with my trivia. It's not a question, but it is something.
Let me tell you something.
Speaking about that,
Akbar didn't ever have to stick a syringe through somebody's cheek to get heat.
I wish they'd stop doing that. I do not like that at all.
Hey, it tells you how bad that shit was that even Brian Alvarez didn't like it.
I just don't like the syringe.
Glass, light tubes, but
I'd rather have
but
those than a syringe.
the syringe through the cheek.
Yeah, I do not
Let me
like
tell you
that.
something. Dr. Phil Payne wanted to use a syringe once.
Uh-huh. Well,
Let me explain how I laid it out to Mike Page. I
Uh-huh.
said, what I'll do is I'll have a syringe and I'll jump up and I'll stick them in the arm. And then they'll get woozy and pass out and y'all get the 3 count.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the old chloroform deal, the old chloroform gag.
Right.
But we're going to do it. But I wasn't going to use a real needle.
Right. And
you know what Paige said? No, we can't do that. That's too much.
Mm.
In 2009, Mike Page knew that was too much.
Yeah. I agree. Like I said, I don't.
I try to stay positive, but I'm positive. I'm glad I didn't watch it. But because the clips that I've seen, I just don't like that.
No, I don't like the syringe. I don't want us
much.
doing that. Yeah, I don't want us doing that. Mm-mm.
It's too much.
Too much. Yeah, I agree. 100% with you. I agree. The old people have said, the elderly has claimed. I mean, I'd rather have a light tube, honestly. If I had to pick, I'd rather have a light tube than a syringe. I'm just not into that. I agree. The blood on the camera was a nice touch. That's
Pondwater's barking at clouds again. Bark, old man, bark, old man.
That was good. You want to finish up with a little trivia?
Well, we can do that.
It's time for Amy's trivia. Can you hang? How big's your brain? It's time to play.
I like that wrestler. So again, talk about some underrated managers.
You've been awful thirsty lately. That's why I did that one for you.
Ooh, I know. Well, anytime we bring up Cash Wheeler, it's very hard not to. And Alex Arsenal. I'm just saying. You look at them together like, okay, she has a type. And Brody Keith.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, she does.
Anyway, yeah, I have a type. So I thought we'd do a little trivia on the classy Freddie Blassie this week. So, classy Freddie Blassie was born Frederick Kenneth Blassie in St. Louis, Missouri in what year? 1917, 1918, 1919, or 1920? What year was he born?
Man, I just saw the graphic. Of his born. Rest in peace.
Yummy. That's right. Yes, Allison Faye.
Matt's going 1918. I'm going to go 1919 with Allison.
Okay. I will say I should have gone with Matt. It was 1918.
Okay.
I love it. I mean, 1918.
How old was he when he died?
Oh, he was in his 80s. I believe I don't think he was 90. Well, you know what? Was he 90? I have to look and see.
Yeah, you should have known I was going to ask. It's like that.
I never know what you're going to ask.
Let's keep moving.
Next question. What branch of the military did Blassie join during WWD World War II? I'm sorry. I was looking at what Mark wrote and I was trying to read my questions.
Yeah, I was fixing to give him my email address on there.
What?
I actually think I had it, and I may have erased when I cleaned out my inbox.
Yes.
Because Allison was on a rant about people that have like 3,000 unread emails.
Ooh.
And I kind of felt shamed and started erasing emails.
Oh, he was 85, just so we know. He died in
That's a good long life. He had a good run.
Yes, he did. But what branch of the military did Blassie join during World War II? Was it the Army, Navy, Air Force, or the Marines?
T-Weave jumped right in with the Navy. Willie said the Air Force. Matthew Elvis Presley said B, the Navy. The general consensus is B, the Navy.
What are you going with?
Seems like a Navy guy. I know the answer to it. I accidentally saw it when I accidentally saw it because Tep thought she had a problem with the PDF. And it's like the one word it's like the one word that stuck out to me on the whole thing.
I got you. He was in the Navy. Da, 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 da. In the Navy.
Want you. We want you. We want you as a new recruit.
Actually, he tried to do a sailor gimmick after he got back and when he got into wrestling. Did not go so well.
Yeah, I think classic black. I think
did.
the Hollywood fashion plate worked better for him.
100%. But yes, it was the Navy. In what territory did Blassie drop his babyface gimmick and became a full-fledged heel, never to be a babyface again? Was it the WWF? Was it the NWA Los Angeles? Was it Georgia? Or was it All Japan? This territory, he completely dropped his babyface gimmick and never went back to it. He was a heel from that day on. What territory did he do this in? WWF?
Yeah.
Oh my. No, but I can see I can see it has at least 3 digits.
300. I'm currently sitting at 341.
Woo!
Which isn't bad because I got like 7 inboxes.
That's 7 inboxes. Oh my goodness.
Stephanie said you don't want to see hers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say this was in NWA Los Angeles.
All right. Matthew says Georgia. Allison is dying over all of your inboxes. Georgia. I will say it was Georgia.
Was it Georgia? Really?
Really was.
That he got his biggest, the heights of his career was in California.
Definitely. But yes, he did a stint in Georgia. And like I said, he tried to be a sailor, when he got out of the army and stuff like that. And he just kind of floundered. But after he left, after he went to Georgia, was the heel because the Southern people were calling him a Yankee and being like, he was like really living up that, he was.
Willie must be, I think Willie's on delay.
Oh, okay.
He's got to be on delay because he keeps answering the questions wrong after the answer's posted.
Yes, there was a breakfast. Yes, he did a little show, Breakfast with Blassie.
Yeah.
But yeah, so after at Georgia, he decided he was going to be a heel. He was making fun of the Southerners for being, rednecks, whatever you want to call them. And they were calling him a Yankee, and he just went with that. So, all righty. What year did Blassie go into the WWE Hall of Fame? Was it 92, 93, 94, or 95?
I'm going to go with 95 just because I'm guessing that because I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he went in when it was still just a small banquet.
That is true. Oh, yeah. Worked with Paul Jones, not the Paul Jones that we think of, but the Paul Jones wrestler. All right. So did he go into the Hall of Fame in 92, 93, 94, or 95?
Matt's going with 94. I'm going with 95.
I think Matt got a copy of my answers because it is 94.
Matt's on top of this.
I know. You got to remember, though, they had a weird time. I don't think they even had one in 92 and 93. They kind of went like this weird, like they went several years without it, and then they started it back up.
Good job. Matt's doing great tonight.
He is. Now, these are
probably, since he's got a title belt now, we're probably going to call him the winner, and the ghost of Dusty Rhodes is going to show up later to challenge him for
it. He would love that, I bet. So these are fill in the blank, okay? Blassie retired from active wrestling in 1974. Due to his knees being in terrible condition, and what other reason? There's another reason why he retired from active wrestling in 1974.
Because he had
Besides his knees.
too many baby mamas in California looking for him. That's why his knees are messed up.
No. Close. But no. Anybody want to take a stab at it? I love this answer. I just thought it was great. It's because go ahead.
Because he was a television personality?
No. It's because there's a California law that prohibits anyone over 55 from getting a wrestling license. So that is the reason. So not only were his knees bad, but there was a law in California that would not allow him to even get a wrestling license over the age of 55. Isn't that wild? Are you frozen? Am I
No,
frozen?
I'm trying to decide if I want to shit on the state of California for that.
I don't know if it's still a law, but it was in 1974.
Yeah, I'm not trying to work in California.
Me neither. I just thought that was interesting. I was like, that's kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's not a law anymore.
No, well, no, I can't imagine.
Because I don't know. Has any WWF wrestlers over the age of 55 worked in California?
Well, I mean, I don't know about over 55. I'm just sitting there thinking about Edge and Christian. I'm not sure.
When's the last time Sting wrestled there? AEW have Sting on the card? Interesting. I'm sure that we could just ask ChatGPT and find out.
Well, I'm with you. That's probably not. Do they even have wrestling license anymore?
Oh man, I know this, and I didn't write it down. Shit.
Oh.
I saw it, and I started to write it down and mention it with Captain Lou, and I just didn't feel like writing all that shit down.
Freddie Blassie, Captain Albano, and somebody else were named the 3 wise men of the East as the top 3 heel managers.
I know the name. I know the answer to this.
So, who was the third person in the 3 wise men of the East as the top 3 heel managers in the company?
I'm going to give them 10 seconds to answer in the chat, and then I'll give you the answer.
Okay. That will work.
I'm going to count from 1 up like I would if you were out of the ring. 1. Andrew Hermes got it right out of the gate.
That's right.
The Grand Wizard.
It is the Grand Wizard.
I didn't see who the 3 were that formed it.
But yes, the 3 wise men of the East. And you think about it, yeah, they really were the top 3 heel managers of WWF.
I don't think that, and I don't know as much about the Grand Wizard as
that might be another good one.
I mean, because I guess I caught him on the back end when we got cable.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he's definitely
right at the end of his run, and
I mean, I think it's be interesting because the Grand Wizard probably means something different in the South than it does in the North.
Yeah,
so
I always
thought that was a wild one. But yeah, that's an interesting that's an interesting person, I'm sure. Yeah, we'll have to talk about the Grand Wizard one day. Now this next question I looked up because I know you always say the I Love Lucy show, but that is not the answer.
Okay.
Okay. But we'll figure out what. Okay. Blassie appeared in an episode of what popular American sitcom that featured a new dance craze called the Twizzle? He was on there on a popular American sitcom dancing the Twizzle.
I want to say the Brady Bunch.
That's too early.
Allison's saying Happy Days.
Too late, I guess is what I should say.
Allison's saying Happy Days, and that might be right, but I don't remember. Well, he wouldn't have stood out to me. He would not have stood out to me.
Those are too late. Happy Days and Brady Bunch were too late. This was a much earlier sitcom.
Was it something Sunset Strip?
No,
Love American Style?
no,
Partridge Family?
no. That's still too late.
Dick Van Dyke?
It was Dick Van Dyke Show.
Dick Van Dyke Show.
It's like I forgot, season 5, episode 13 or something like that. Because I looked it up. And yes, he is on there and doing a dance called the Twizzle. I thought that was interesting. So, but it was definitely, he was a lot younger. That's why I said Dick Van Dyke. Like, he was a younger man at that point, in a sense, versus Happy Days, which would have been in the 70s.
You watched Dick Van Dyke Show when you was a kid?
No.
After you?
It was after me. Yes, I watched Hee Haw with my grandparents.
I feel lucky that I got to watch Hazel, My Three Sons, Father Knows Best.
Yeah. Now, I had seen those on Nick at Night, but they
of course,
were not
Mayberry
on.
RFD, Petticoat Junction.
Yeah. My mom and dad watched those. I can remember them talking about that. But no, I did not. I really probably like 80, because I was born in 76. So like 80 on, I could probably, like, I remember watching The Incredible Hulk.
Well, it was on the UHF channels. I didn't catch them first run.
Well, okay. Like I said, I did see stuff in Nick at Night. They had a lot of those kind of shows on.
But I used to watch Dick Van Dyke, Mary Tyler Moore, The Honeymooners, all those old shows. They're so good. I like Dick Van Dyke though, when him and Mary Tyler Moore would do dance numbers, singing and dancing.
Yep. Oh my gosh, Andrew.
Don't ask Amy to find a monster ballad though.
Can you believe Rock of Ages was number like 38 or 28 on the list?
Hey, two of my all-time favorite musicals were not even on the top 10.
I voted number 1 for Rock of Ages. So imagine no one else did, I guess, for it to get number 28. I could not believe that.
Hey, I'm going to tell you.
That's a great musical.
Let's talk about what's going on Mark.
Yes.
Where youtube.com, markoutmoments.net brings you to our YouTube channel. We got a lot of good things going on our channel. Drunken Pop. If you like pop culture, they take a month and a year and they drill down on it. And
so fun.
And they're pretty entertaining. Sometimes those guys have a little something.
It is. It's a good little walking down memory lane. It really is.
It's a fun listen.
Definitely.
I mean, sometimes Timmy C's hard to look at, but we love him anyway. Then the best show on this channel.
100%.
Best show on this channel. I was in the car coming back from New Orleans, and I had it on in the back seat, and Tempe made me use her iPod, her earbuds, because there's other people in the car.
Oh.
But I mean, this is must see for me. Andrew, Terry, and Allison, the TNA Top 10, they do such a good job on this show. They talk about the baseball. They'll talk about the football and football season. They were talking about the wrestling the other night.
Yep.
And they did the top 10 musicals. And my all-time favorite musical is Singing in the Rain. I love Singing in the Rain. And maybe it's because I've seen the movies. But Singing in the Rain, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas are two of my favorite all-time musicals. Neither one of them were even a choice for me to pick. And Terry explained why.
Is it because they weren't Broadway musicals?
They weren't on that long.
Oh, okay. They had to be on for a year or something.
Yeah. I don't remember who was in Singing in the Rain when I saw the musical, and because I used to have season tickets to the Dallas Summer Musicals. We used to go pretty regular, and then I saw the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, and Anne Margaret played Miss Mona, and the The guy that played Andy Travis on WKRP played Ed Earl.
Gary. What was
Gary.
his name?
Anyway, that's who I
Gary.
saw. But I knew Phantom of the Opera was what I picked number one. Love Phantom of the Opera.
That is a good one.
The first time I went and saw it, listening to Music of the Night,
Mhm.
I mean, that could possibly be the first musical that I heard a song that made me tear up with, because it was just so beautiful.
Really?
Yes.
Aw.
I love that. I've seen it several times.
It is a great musical. I mean, it really, really is.
And then
true.
I think I picked Wicked number 2.
I didn't pick Wicked.
No, I didn't pick Wicked number 2. I think I had it number 3. I loved Wicked. Because I remember I went and saw it in Dallas, and because it's like, oh, that's why that's that way. Oh, that's why that's that way. And that's why I enjoyed when I went to the movies and saw Rogue One. That's why it's my favorite Star Wars movie, because it completely explained
some of those things.
Episode 3. And I love a prequel that I love it when they go back and do prequels that make what you've already seen make sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
Did you vote for Rent? I like that one. That was a good one. I did not
vote for I think I had Rent down around number 12, 13.
And Sister
Act.
It
didn't make my top 10.
Was on there. Sister Act, I don't know.
Hey,
if it
I
was
picked
on there.
like Oklahoma. I mean,
of course you did. My Fair Lady. No. Guys and Dolls. You picked some, right?
I picked Phantom of the Opera, Grease, Wicked, Oklahoma, Spamalot, Chicago, My Fair Lady, Hairspray, Cats, and Fiddler on the Roof.
I picked Hairspray. Cats just really lost it when they did whatever they did to it. You know, like all the celebrities were in it. Like, I don't know. I just was like, I don't like this anymore. So anyway, looking forward to some more musicals that are coming around.
This week, be sure that when they'll put out a poll. Are we doing Taco Bell menu this week?
No, animated TV theme songs.
Animated TV theme songs.
Like, what's an example of one? Animated, like Simpsons?
The Simpsons, King of the Hill.
Family Guy. I don't even know if they have
Family Guy.
South Park. I can bet South Park would be on there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's animated TV theme songs. Oh, okay.
American Dad.
Oh, goodness.
And then they like all the cartoons, Looney Tunes and Speed Racer and.
Yeah, Looney Tunes. Okay. Oh, cool. Jim. Do you remember
Spider-Man?
Bob Burger.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can.
Oh, Thundercats.
And Animaniacs might be the best one ever.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. I can't wait. Okay.
I discovered Animaniacs when I was recovering from being shot.
Oh.
It was my daily laughter.
I bet. You needed something, bless. Flintstones, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, there could be a lot of good choices on there. Okay. Okay.
This is going to be a tremendous episode.
Definitely. Make sure you get out there and vote when it comes posted.
TJ Stevens is playing video games on Bash on the Buttons.
That's a really popular show, too. I mean, I know that's really popular, just playing wrestling video games.
I mean, I wish we would hurry up and get in there. I want to play. I told him we need to create our own wrestlers, and we all play 2K.
Yeah.
To, wrestle each other. And then, of course, we're going to be playing some golf on EA Golf, playing the Masters. That boy was busy. I do that occasionally. They're normally under 10 minutes. Oh. Arn Anderson had a hell of an April 85.
Did I tell you I'm going to go see Arn next week? This week, not even next week. Yeah. This week. I'm so excited. I'll have pictures.
He was coming to Mississippi Comic-Con, and now it's canceled.
I saw that. And Lee Majors. You won't be able to get your
I've
picture
been wanting
with
to,
him.
yeah. Oh. They do this shit every year. That I'll look forward to it. They did it with Vicki Lawrence. I wanted to go because I wanted to meet her because she was doing a photo op dressed up like Mama.
Something happened.
And when they announced Lee Majors and Lindsay Wagner, the $6 Million Man, the Bionic Woman, I was so excited. I hate it, but I mean, it is what it is.
No.
Loose going into 4. TJ and Dollar Bill Dave's talking NASCAR on the channel. Eras the Golden, exploring the golden era of WWF. Coming up in the month of April, we will have Tito Santana taking your questions.
And talk about someone
Talking
that's
about his
part,
Intercontinental title win.
yes, part of the golden era. 100%.
Yeah, he defeated Don Morocco. And it'll be fun having Tito on the channel.
Heck yeah.
Legends, let's rethink this. What if Surfer Sting would have been the third guy?
Interesting.
Over on the Dav Network, our good friend Kevin Davenport, shout out to him. He's in there. He's doing his thing. And Spanning the Globe on Thursdays. Mark Maggard earlier talking about that he had that PDF of Gary Hart book.
Yes.
Those boys are doing some cool stuff over there.
Definitely.
Curtain Jerkers had Curtain Jerkers has they showed part of it last night.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. JBL's pitch hitting for Bruce on Something to Wrestle.
Uh-huh.
And they announced and showed a lot of the first episode of Curtain Jerkers.
I like
And
it.
if you'd like to go, it's I mean, Curtain Jerkers alone is worth the subscription price, but you don't have to pay the subscription price to go watch it.
That's right.
Use promo code Pondwater 26.
2026, right? Or is it just 26?
I think it's Pondwater. Oh, I've got a graphic.
Oh, yeah.
Pondwater 2026. That'll get you a free month. And if you don't do anything else at Ring Classics, go check out ringclassics.com. Use the website. You can use the app after you've registered. But if you sign up and you decide you're going to keep it and you do it on the app, Apple adds on, then that $13.99 becomes $18.99.
That's right.
Because
I really like JBL's show.
Have more money now. And they're having oh, let me tell you.
Oh, tell me.
They're having Tony I don't know if I can pronounce his last name right.
Okay.
Tony
what's Tony do?
He works for Heritage Auctions.
He was already on there.
Yeah, he's been on there twice.
Yeah.
He came on talking about
yes.
Yeah, he came on last week talking about the Hogan $1 million boots.
Yes.
And now
he's on again?
He came on talking about Stone Cold. Stone Cold
Oh,
and Austin's knee braces earlier today were up to knee brace was up to $55,000.
That's crazy.
But if you like David Von Erich, if you're a fan of David Von Erich and you would like to own a set of ring-used David Von Erich trucks, keep your eyes open to Heritage Auction. Because I signed a contract with Heritage Auction today, and those babies are going to Heritage to be auctioned off.
Really? The whole get up? Are you going to do the whole thing? The whole presentation?
Nope. Taking them out of the frame.
Interesting. Look at you.
I mean, if they wanted the frame, they could have had it, but
right. You know what? I wondered about that whenever so going back to have more money now. They do talk about stock. Well, I was going to say they do talk about stocks and bonds and different things like that. But the last couple episodes, like Pondwater was saying, they've had a gentleman from Heritage Auction House,
and he's very excited about it because, like when I reached out to him last week and he called me, and he called me about him because he was excited to find out that I had because there's not a lot of David Von Erich ring use stuff.
Sure.
And but he called me and like we weren't even talking like 3 or 4 minutes, and he drops that he had been on that show with Conrad and JBL.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't know that I knew Conrad.
Right.
So I mean, that's just how excited that being a part of that he is.
So I mean, that was.
If you're going to go to WrestleMania and you're at WrestleCon, stop by the Heritage Auction booth, and those trunks. He said, what I'm told is they'll be on display at WrestleCon.
Interesting. Well, I definitely will do that. I love though they're talking about the wrestling cards and different things like that. So, like again, it is stocks and bonds and different things like that, but they also are talking about other things, collectibles. I thought that was very interesting. I really do.
Sometimes you just don't want to talk about wrestling. I mean, But you get JBL breaking it down into language that you can understand on how some of these things work.
Right. Or even having somebody else that talks about signatures and things like, like you said, ring worn and different things like that. And it's just really cool.
And then you pair him up with Conrad that can tell you how to fix your credit. And, it great mortgage advice.
Yes.
I mean, Mike Page just bought a house and he saved with Conrad.
It is. I did too.
I mean, the interest rate wasn't even close to what he was hearing. Mm-hmm. And I've said it before. I'll say it again. He took 15 years off my loan, saved me over $100,000. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, but go check out everything that's going on Ring Classics. Use Pondwater 2026. Get you a free month and try it out. You get all the podcasts ad free. They're ad free. Plus, there's just so much bonus content that they're constantly posting on there. Neat things. And Justin Barasso's part of the team now, and his content on there.
I did listen to him last week.
So there you have it. And one last thing we're going to plug before we get out of here is Big Time Belts, Facebook.com. Don't nothing make you feel like more of a badass than throwing a wrestling belt over your shoulder and duty bopping around the house.
I bet. Ask Matthew.
I bet he's doing it right now. Matthew's got it on. He's sitting there with the belt around his waist, wearing a house coat, guaranteed. Hometown Hardware went to Big Time Belts to get the bass fishing tournament belt that they sponsored. Tim Robbins, AMW, American Made Wrestling, got his heavyweight championship belt. It's red, it's white, it's blue, it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Look at that craftsmanship. Look at that paint. Look at that leather.
Blue. Yeah. Ooh, I like
Women's Empire Championship, which is really grown on me. If I ever do a custom belt, I'm going to find some way to get white paint in there.
Mm-hmm. And it's like a brown. It's not like it's not black. It's kind of like a brown, kind of a chocolate color. I mean, it looks really good.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Big Time Belts, Facebook.com. High quality, low prices. And we want to thank them for sponsoring our show.
Yes, we do.
Amy, got anything else?
Nope. I'm going to go see Arn, so expect lots of pictures.
Good deal. Hey, you know what? You know how I can tell this was a good episode?
How?
We're creeping up on 2 hours and it don't even feel like it.
Exactly. We talked a lot about a lot of fun stuff.
I've been noticing we've had a lot of people rolling with us tonight. We thank y'all.
Yes. As always.
Dave, can I get a promo code to buy those trucks cheaper? Nope.
Yeah, really.
Anyway, thanks for joining us this week. For Amy Vaughn, I'm Pondwater Dave. We will see you next week on Talking Rasslin with Pondwater and Amy. Good night.
Talking Rasslin, time to go. Thanks for watching our epic show. See you next week, same time, same place. Mark out moments is your happy